Japan Focus from our studios at NHK in Tokyo. I'm Michael Rees.
And I'm Sarah McDonald.
It's time for Let's Cook Japanese. Today we will prepare a dish known as cream kuroke or cream croquettes. Joining us once again to take us through today's dish is our culinary authority, Akiko Watanabe.
こんにちは、渡辺明子です。クリームコロッケはホワイトソースに魚介類。Hello everyone, I'm Akiko Watanabe. Cream croquettes refer to crumbed rolls or croquettes with a filling of seafood or other ingredients bound in a white sauce. The rolls are coated in breadcrumbs and deep fried. Croquettes are believed to have been introduced from France to Japan in the latter half of the 19th century, where they became a family dish under the name cream korokke, or cream croquettes. They are a tasty treat with a crunchy coating and a creamy filling.
Let's go through the ingredients sufficient for 4 people. You will need 8 prawns with their shells still attached but heads removed, weighing a total of 100 grams, as well as 80 grams of onion, 4 button mushrooms, 30 grams of butter, and 40 grams of flour.
You will also need 300 milliliters of milk, 1 egg, and some flour and breadcrumbs for the breadcrumb coating, as well as salt, pepper, and vegetable oil for frying.
Right, let's get started. Now first, we chop up the onion and mushrooms. Finely dice the onion by slicing it lengthways at intervals of about 2 millimeters, and then by cutting it crossways from the edge.
With the mushrooms, remove the base of the stems, rinse, cut the caps in half lengthways, and then thinly slice each half.
Place the butter in a saucepan and saute or fry the diced onion over a low heat. Add the mushrooms once the onion has turned translucent and shrunk a little. Fry the mushrooms until they are tender, and then switch off the heat. We will now add the flour.
小麦粉の量が多いので、火をつけたまま混ぜるとムラになってとても混ぜにくいんですね。We are using quite a bit of flour, so be sure to switch off the heat before you add it. Otherwise, it will turn lumpy and mixing will become difficult. Stir the flour thoroughly through the ingredients after turning off the heat.
Once you have a paste that is no longer floury, add the milk, but don't add it all at once. Stir in 1/3 of it first. Switch the heat back on and stir in the remaining milk a little at a time.
こうして何回かに分けるとムラなく上手に混ぜることができます。Adding the milk in several portions will produce a white sauce of a uniform consistency. The white sauce will be runny at first, but will gradually thicken as it heats up. It burns easily, so stir it well, almost scraping the base of the pan with a wooden spoon to prevent this from happening. Simmer the sauce over gentle heat for 4 to 5 minutes. It's important to thicken the sauce at this stage. We want it to be somewhat thick for making successful croquettes. ソースの方はだいぶ硬くなってきました。4分ぐらい加熱すると作った生地が The sauce will be rather thick after 4 minutes. It should have a thick dropping consistency. Lift a little with your wooden spoon. It should drop in a dollop. Season the white sauce with 1/3 of a teaspoon of salt and a little pepper. Taste and adjust the seasoning if necessary.
Remove the pan from the heat. Next, we will prepare the prawns. Devein or remove the dark intestinal sac running down the back of the prawns. Now do this by inserting a fork or skewer in the back to expose and lift up the sac. Remove the shell and the tail. Cut the shelled prawns into lengths 1 centimeter in size and season them with a little salt and pepper.
And coat it with 1/2 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Then fry the prawns over low heat until they turn from a clear to a milky color. This won't take long. Don't overcook them or they will become too tough.
Add the prawns to the thickened white sauce and then stir in the yolk of 1 egg. Reserve the egg white for the breadcrumb coating.
Give everything a quick stir and then spread the thickened sauce out in a tray. Spread it out into a rectangle measuring 10 by 20 centimeters and about 2 to 3 centimeters thick.
Cover the tray with plastic wrap to prevent the sauce from drying out, and put the tray on a moistened cloth to allow the sauce to cool a little. Then place it in the refrigerator.
2時間くらい冷やしておきました。冷やす前は生地がブヨブヨしていましたが
You will find that the sauce, which was sloppy at first, gets quite firm after letting it chill for about 2 hours. It's important for the white sauce to be chilled and firm. It won't hold its shape or hold its coating of flour and egg if it's warm and soft.
Now, let's get the ingredients ready for the breadcrumb coating. Place some flour and breadcrumbs in separate trays and beat the egg white well. Divide the thickened white sauce into 12 portions. A good way to do this is to use a knife or spatula to divide the mixture in half lengthways. Then divide each half into 6 portions. Then shape each portion into a roll 5 centimeters in length and about 2 centimeters in diameter.
はい、形ができたのでまず最初に小麦粉をまぶします。この小麦粉がとても
Once you have shaped the rolls, dust them in the flour. It is very important to make sure every bit is coated in the flour. This will prevent the croquettes from breaking apart and spilling their filling during the frying. Dust the rolls in the flour thoroughly, making sure no part is left uncoated. Use your hands to pat off any excess flour.
Then dip the rolls in the beaten egg whites and then roll them in the breadcrumbs.
このクリームコロッケの最大のポイントがこの揚げる時です。揚げる時の温度は
The deep frying is the most important part in preparing cream croquettes. They will be fried at a rather high temperature, about 175 degrees Celsius, which will produce a nice and crispy coating. The filling has already been cooked. Your croquettes will only take about 30 seconds in the oil.
Use a cooking thermometer to check the temperature of the oil. If you don't have one, add a pinch of breadcrumbs to the oil. If they soon swell up and change in color, then it's a sign that the oil is at the correct temperature.
Let's fry the croquettes. Fry them several at a time, but don't try to fry them all at once, because this will lower the temperature of the oil.
Remove the croquettes after about 30 seconds once they have turned a golden brown. They are now ready to be served.
クリームコロッケうまく作ることができましたか？今日は中身にエビを使いましたが
I hope this will help you successfully prepare cream croquettes. Today we added prawns to the white sauce filling, but you can add other ingredients, such as chicken, crab, or corn. Try using a variety of ingredients.
Okay, let's go through the ingredients and preparation once more. Now, to prepare for 4 people, you will need 8 prawns with their shells still attached but the heads removed, weighing a total of 100 grams. You'll also need 80 grams of onion, 4 butter mushrooms, 30 grams of butter, 40 grams of flour, 300 milliliters of milk, 1 egg, some flour and breadcrumbs for the coating, as well as salt, pepper, and vegetable oil for frying.
Let's go through the preparation. Place the butter in a saucepan, then sauté the finely diced onion until translucent. After removing the base of the stems, finely slice the mushrooms and add them to the onion, frying until tender. Remove the pan from the heat and add the flour, mixing well. Add 1/3 of the milk, then return the pan to the heat. Gradually add the remaining milk, being sure to stir and scrape the bottom of the pan with a wooden spoon to prevent the mixture from burning. Simmer over low heat for 4 to 5 minutes until the white sauce develops a thick, dropping consistency. Season with salt and pepper and remove the pan from the heat.
Devein, shell, and remove the tails from the prawns. Slice them into 1 centimeter lengths and season with salt and pepper. Fry the prawns in vegetable oil until they have turned a milky color. Then add them to the white sauce. Quickly stir in the yolk of the egg and turn the sauce out into a tray. Shape the white sauce mixture into a rectangle measuring 10 by 20 centimeters in size. Cover the tray with plastic wrap to prevent the sauce from drying out. Allow the sauce to cool a little before chilling it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours until firm.
Divide the white sauce mixture into 12 portions. Shape the portions into rolls 5 centimeters long and about 2 centimeters in diameter. Coat the rolls thoroughly in flour, patting off any excess. Dip the rolls in beaten egg white and then roll them in the breadcrumbs. Deep fry the croquettes several at a time for about 30 seconds in vegetable oil heated to 175 degrees Celsius. Don't try to fry them all at once, because this will lower the temperature of the oil. The croquettes are now ready to be served.